Nobody else got the courage to question what we encourage. I'll spark the conversation through controversy and verses. Just look at how our past look and look at shit now. For not giving a fuck, the whole world need their ass whooped. No, I'm not a saint, hell no, I'm not a virgin. And I am not the Pope and I damn sure ain't perfect. But I know that any life that I could touch is worth it. And I'm leaving my mark on this world, shit, I'm determined to show y'all everybody here has a purpose. So always know your worth even when the world say you're worthless. The future's sitting there, what you waiting for, just grab it. And always be yourself, homie, cause ain't nobody better at it. Nah, ain't nobody better at it. For real. Vent session.
Yeah, we are now in the vent session of Yale RadioCast. This is the talk segment. I told you at the beginning of the show that we're going to basically evaluate our situation within this game. Dream evaluation. Martin Luther King did have a dream, and here we are 30, 40 years later. Are we sticking up to that dream? Got my dude on the line, Poka Jones. What's happening, man?
What's good? Yale Radio. I salute you.
Hey, appreciate it. What's going on with your homie?
Man, I'm working smart. I appreciate all the love I'm getting from the streets. Got a hot single right now. Doing real good. Counting all my blessings.
Okay.
I want to thank everybody for keep voting for that record. And I want to thank y'all for keep spinning up at the station. I salute.
Hey,
bless you.
Thank you. Appreciate supporting us, man. So we got 15 minutes of talk time, dog. And I know you like to talk and you know I like to talk. So let's just go into, you know what I'm saying? You hit me like you had to get in on this topic, where we stand in Black history, dog. What do you feel? Let me just get what you feel, how you feel about where we stand first off today.
Well, first of all, to understand where we at today, you have to give them a brief description of where we come from.
True.
You know, tonight we're talking about the I Have a Dream speech by Martin Luther King. I'm sorry, Dr. Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
Basically what we're doing is evaluating it. So, first of all, I would want everybody to understand that the March on Washington, which is the original name and the reason for why he gave the speech, because he gave it in Washington, and it was a march. The march was assembled way back in 1963, I think, and it was basically to help people get jobs and freedom. That's how hard times were back then. You know, they focused wasn't on who can get the highest on the drug, who can get the most money to buy a car that we can't take with them, but don't own no property in the neighborhood, whether they own people with.
Yeah.
They had a real mission that they wanted to uphold and uphold the people, and they wanted jobs to guarantee them a better future.
Yeah.
So that was the reason for the march. How I feel about where we at today.
Yeah.
I mean, you can hear the intensity in my voice. You can hear the frustration.
Okay.
You can hear the pain. You can hear the word like this. I'm part of the society. I carry the American flag everywhere I go as a representation of liberty, you know, because that's the type of music I make. I speak of uplifting, of rising my people.
Okay, so how did you make the American flag your personal symbol? You know what I'm saying? To say this is what I'm gonna use to reach out and represent. You know what I'm saying? A movement. You know what I'm saying? Somebody to see.
That's the only way. That's the only way you would look at me and automatically know that I represent America. But you don't know what I represent America. You automatically know by looking at the flag, who's American.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
That's what.
True. So, what do you feel like can be done? Basically, you just gave a little history. What do you feel like we could do to? What do you feel like what the problem is? Actually,
I feel like the problem is. I feel like this is the problem. First of all, we didn't get what America promised us. So if you listen to the I Have a Dream speech that Dr. Martin Luther King was saying, he was saying basically when we were freed of slaves, we were made a lot of different promises. And I ain't going to just say promises. It was a lot of laws that was passed for us to get property, free tax, free land, basically a new start on life.
Yeah.
The government, the United States of America promised us these things. This is the law. This is not just a word to word. This is something you can look up in the same law books that you look up that they look to prosecute you with. You'll see the same law.
Yeah.
The problem is that we never had a fair chance from the beginning.
Yeah.
And that's what Dr. Martin Luther King was talking about. Mm-hmm. We were never treated fair from the day we came over here all the way to today. But they put so many images in your face and false hope and things that you don't supposed to idolize and look up to, that when something real comes to you, you'll be so distracted and so distorted that you won't even pay attention.
That's called the media. That is called the media.
You all these images in the background, what they doing is guarantee their people a future and guarantee that they be okay in success and all this other stuff. You know what I mean? So it's not real. A lot of stuff that we're looking into is not real. And I'm sad because the I Have a Dream speech, it seems like every year is getting more and more diluted.
That's what's happening, because really, are we really teaching the, okay, let's just, I got 2 kids that's in school, you know what I'm saying? And I do ask my sons every now and then about Black history and what they taught. Yeah, they might play or tell these kids about the I Have a Dream speech, but let's just be real. Are they really going into depth the reason behind the I Have a Dream speech? I don't think they are. So to us, we grew up and we were taught how important Martin Luther King was to us. But at this point, it's the next generation and the next generation getting taught that. I think the problem is let me be real with you. I didn't even get Black history in school up until my senior year. You know what I'm saying? I'm already damn near out the door. So how much was I learning just coming into the world about my own history? Not only just Black history, but only the history that they're going to give us. You know what I'm saying? So it's not even just that. It's like, okay, so now we're here, we're in 2014, and nobody's really come together and say, okay, this is the next movement. We're supposedly, quote unquote, free. You know what I'm saying? So what's our next fight? I don't think nobody's been given a new fight, because just like you said, everything's so diluted with what is put in front of your face. You think you made it. You think you're good, even if you got a nice little check.
I think our first step to really getting respect in America, because you have to understand, money is respect in America. I hate to say it, you can be the best person you want to be, but people don't even see the chance these days to figure out if you're a good person. They're automatically clinging to money. So if you can show a person or you can prove to a person how they can benefit them financially, they will pay attention.
Yeah.
So I don't glorify money in my music, but I let you know that you have to have it to survive in this world. Will hear me say that in my music.
Okay.
I ain't gonna mislead you, man. I'm gonna tell you everything is real and why it's real. I want to stay on topic. The topic for tonight is the march. It's the I Have a Dream speech. A lot of people don't know that. Right after the time he was about to give a speech, Martin Luther King sat back down and he told his wife he didn't even want to give the speech.
Oh, why was that?
It was 250,000 people came. Out of 250,000 people, 60,000 of these people was white. The Black people came from all over the country to hear this video, to hear this speech, and it wasn't even promoted by the activists all over the world because they didn't want to happen. But he still turned out 250,000 people for one speech. And this wasn't even a new speech. This was a speech that he had been given in smaller towns before. It only made this big impact because it was the march on Washington, and to where he was having. He was in Washington. So with that being said, that's the only reason it got those big numbers like that. But it was Mahalia Jackson, the singer, gospel singer.
Okay, Mahalia Jackson.
She was sitting beside him, and she the one gave him a quick talk. But you got to do it. You don't have no choice. You have to do this. This is your calling.
See, I think he might have been. I mean, you think it might have been some kind of cautiousness because of we already know how many death threats that he was getting at that moment, and come on, man, you put me out in the open right now.
I mean, that too played a part. That played a part in a lot of his speeches. He almost did not give a lot of his speeches because of the intimidation and the threats and the violence. You understand when Martin Luther King died, he was only 39 years old. He got the Nobel Peace Prize when he was only 35 years old. That made him the youngest person to ever get it. How much pressure was that? Just accepting it. You know how many people didn't want him to have it and to have that record?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When this man died, they did an autopsy on his body. You want to talk about death threats? You want to talk about a person that led so many people? You want to talk about a person that didn't even get sleep because they didn't even know how long they was going to live because their name was so big, for doing the right thing in front of people that were saying it was wrong for ulterior motives, knowing that it was right in their heart.
Yeah.
But they were saying it was wrong because they knew in the end it would help him and his people, and that wouldn't benefit them. That is so devilish when you think about the way it was twisted and turned. Yeah. But with that being said, when this man died and did an autopsy on his body, he was only 39 years old, but he had the heart of a 60-year-old man.
Damn.
So
yeah, I mean, so here we are, 2014. What we're gonna do? We got 3 minutes. We need to, because we're gonna go into your song, and then we're gonna.
We need to hold everybody accountable.
Okay.
We need to hold all our brothers and sisters accountable. Everybody from our neighborhood that say they got money. Come on, baby. We need to start pressing the issue of giving back. Giving back needs to be something that happens for real.
Yeah.
I want to see these rappers show videos of houses that they done built where they from. Yeah. I'm tired of seeing these broke ass neighborhoods, and they still pouring fucked up and broke, but you rich.
Yeah. Yeah.
It don't make sense. It don't really make sense at all. You know, don't hold your own people down.
Well, I think
I
that's
want to
the
be one of
problem.
them to go back and show boys and girls centers and big this and big that, because if we keep this big going up, before you know everything, you look around, gonna be big.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Think big, be big. That's for us. It starts with us. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing.
Well, you know what? Let me go into that, because people though, because I've known even my homegirl Spicy have tried to open up businesses, teen clubs, boys and girls clubs, and she's went to these companies and they've turned their back on her to say, I don't think that's a good idea. How can you tell me a boys and girls club within the hood of something that needs that is not a good idea?
At the same time, when you have your own money and you can afford everything, can't nobody really tell you nothing. So just like they body weight and put these corporations, these questions around that's unhealthy for you, that's because of money. This country is ran by money. It's enough black dollars that's made in the black community to change the black community already. It's just that we are liquid money. We take our money and run right through our hands because we give it to other people so fast. So once we learn to hold our own dollars and spend them, because we make the money all day long. The other races know this. Department stores, they ran by white people. Corner stores, they ran by Arabs and Africans. I mean, you wouldn't have these many minorities and these people coming from other countries if they didn't know it was money being made. They know the money being made, but they also sit back and laugh at us because we bring it to them instead of bringing the money to our own society. So we need to start promoting the fact that we have our own businesses and we need to help them
and put it in our own pockets.
We need to promote more.
Well,
I don't knock nobody for what they do and how they hustle or how they get their money, but the ultimate goal needs to be putting it back into your own people.
Well, check this out. This is what we're going to do. You know what I'm saying? For the people who haven't heard, I'm going to go ahead and play your song, Counting All My Blessings, so let them know who Poka Jones is and let them see your vision and your direction. Then after that, we're going to do a little quick speech before we sign out with something we need to get done. This is Yale RadioCast. My dude, Poka Jones, the name of the song, Counting All My Blessings. Yale RadioCast, only here. Let's go.
Counting all my blessings. One finger now, if you know you blessed.
KFX kicks.
I'm counting all my blessings. Counting all my blessings. I'm 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 counting all my blessings. Counting all my blessings. I'm counting all my blessings. I'm counting all my blessings. I'm counting all my blessings. Amen. Amen. Hey, I'm Poka Jones and I'm blessed. Told the game I'm next. Home kick with the bodybuilders. No Poka Jones, no flex. I'm out here counting my blessings, cause you don't know when the next. My brother just did 15 years, he coming home. My best friend tried to do me in and I seen him come and didn't stress it, but I cut his ass off before he could. That's what you call a blessing. Everybody ain't your friend. Finding out is a blessing. Some folks try to use you up, they think you they
blessing, man. Lord, people hard to find. Finding something is a blessing. They'll keep it real in your face, but behind your back, they messing. When Black died, I took off my cross and I gave to him the blessing. I told him, cool, no matter what, I'ma help the fam, I bless them. I'm counting all my blessings. Counting all my blessings. I'm 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 counting all my blessings. If you don't think life is a blessing, that mean we ain't on the same team. You ain't seen the things that I seen. I turned nightmares into dreams. We got put out the house, whole family. I think God was just trying to test us, cause that made us strong and that brought us closer. That's what you call a blessing. I wasn't born with it, I had to get it. All the money was a blessing. Small money was a blessing, but that tall money, blessing. My sister about to have surgery. I told her don't even worry. She told me I ain't even stressing. I'm counting all my blessings. I salute the suit to do what they do that ain't out here just flexing. Everybody ain't a hustler. Being one is a blessing. Dropped out of school in 11th grade. I told them I don't need no lesson. Before grandma died, she told me go on back. That's what you call a blessing. I'm counting all my blessings. Counting all my blessings. I'm 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 counting all my blessings. Hey, I'm helping you, you ain't helping me. You better recognize your blessing. And that's a true sentence with no period on it, no explanations or questions. And I put that on this gold watch, this gold ring in my necklace. I'm a money machine investing. I'm counting all my blessings. My uncle just started smoking dope. He ain't need rehab testing. Now he getting money like a Mexican. That's what you call a blessing. I hate a job is the hate. I don't deal with them, they trashy. We ain't built the same, they plastic. I'm counting all these blessings. You blessed, you got family. They got your bag like Hanley. That's scrape the plate till you have it. No matter what they standing. They subtract the haters, they ain't worth nothing. About riches, I want treasures. I'm Poka Jones and I'm focused on just counting all my blessings. I'm counting all my blessings. Counting all my blessings. I'm 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 counting all my blessings. Amen. Amen.
Counting all my blessings, man. Counting all my blessings. That's what it is, man. We got 3 minutes, man. Let's tell them about counting all my blessings. Tell them about what we need to do to move on to the next step, and tell them where to reach you at in about 3 minutes, man. I know you can give it up like that.
Well, you can Google it. You can Google the name of the song, "Counting All My Blessings," and I'll pop up. I got it free to download. So please listen to that and share it, because that's something we all need to be doing right now, count all our blessings. And I want to stay on topic for the rest of my time and my reason for calling.
Okay.
The I Have a Dream speech by Dr. Martin Luther King. This is the evaluation. I want to let everybody know that when he did this speech 50 years ago in Washington, D.C., they had over 20,000 police officers and Army security thinking that this would be like one of the worst things in the biggest outbreak in the United States history because of the voice that he had. And they even rigged the microphone, so if he started talking and he said something wrong, it would automatically cut his mic off and start playing music. But nothing bad happened at all. It was a very peaceful day.
Yeah.
With over 250,000 people out there, nothing happened wrong. You know, I just wanted to put that out there, man. And I'm gonna help Dr. King and his dream live on every day of my life.
Okay.
I'm uplift people however I can.
So we got some events coming up, man. We got some events coming up, and I see you moving. I always see what you're posting on Facebook about some songs you're working on, man. Some real positive music. So just you know what I'm saying. Just let me know, and I damn sure will air out what you got going on, because we need a new movement, not just even in Atlanta, worldwide with the music, because everybody bases what they do around music. You wake up to music, you get in the car, you go to work to music. When you're at work, music, everything, even on TV, is music. So it's a direction that needs to be put out there. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm gonna say this. I want to say this to classify and categorize my music right quick. Since a lot of people ask me what type of music I make.
Yeah.
I don't make bad music. I don't make good music. I don't make positive music. I don't make bad music. What I do make is better music. Because people always talk about how the sound and the images and the thing around us needs to get better.
Yeah, we get that all the time. I mean, well, you know what? Well, you got to look at what the media promotes. You know what I'm saying? Just like you said, everything is about money. So what's going to get pushed is something that has some money behind it. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what I like? I have a lot of my fans that don't even know how much money I got. They never seen me talk about money or glorify lifestyle. But the first time they comment on my music, they sometimes say stuff like, "I respect your music."
That's
that word right there, respect. That's something that's something money can't buy.
I hear you on that, man. Well, I appreciate you for calling in, Big Dog Poka Jones, Poka Jones. Follow my dude on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all that. It's real simple, Poka Jones. Thank you for calling in. Basically, what we're talking about. Yale RadioCast. Thank you, dog. You know you're going to get more spins. Just hit me when that new single drop, too, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't be looking for that. So
yeah, I got a new record coming. It's called Leader.
See, here we go, right there.
Where the leaders at, man?
Where the leaders at? That's what it's all about.
Where the people that's meant to be here? Where the leaders at?
So that's what we're going to focus on. But we're going to go to a commercial break, man. Poke, I appreciate you for calling in. I'm going to hit you on the back end, dog. Thank you for calling in.
I love the world.
All right, salute. Man. Salute. One. That was my dude, Poka Jones. We're going to go to a commercial break. That was the vent session, man. Basically, we got to get it together, black people. We got to put everything in motion to make this money that we got to make to get to where we got to get. You know what I'm saying? Stop hating and let's work together. Yale RadioCast. Let's get the business.
Counting all my blessings. One finger now. If you know you blessed.
KFX Kicks.
I'm counting all my blessings. Counting all my blessings. I'm 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 counting all my blessings. Amen. Amen. Hey, I'm Poka Jones and I'm blessed. Told the game I'm next. Home kick with the bodybuilders, no Poka Jones, don't flex. I'm out here counting my blessings, cause you don't know when the next. My brother just did 15 years, he coming home. Blessing. My best friend tried to do me in and I seen he come and didn't stress it. But I cut his ass off before he could. That's what you call a blessing. Everybody ain't your friend. Finding out is a blessing. Some folks try to use you up, they think you they blessing. Man, love people hard to find. Finding some is a blessing. They'll keep it real in your face, but behind your back they messing. When Black died, I called my cross and I gave to him the blessing. I told him could, no matter what, I'ma help the fam, not bless some. I'm counting all my blessings. Counting all my blessings. I'm 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 counting all my blessings. If you don't think life is a blessing, that mean we ain't on the same team. You ain't seen the things that I seen.